Ever wonder what it's like to truly connect with animals? Our friend Siron will show you. Siron, a young man with a heart full of compassion, has always been drawn to the world of creatures big and small. His love for animals runs so deep that he dreams of dedicating his life to their care and protection. However, fresh out of high school, Siron finds himself in a position where he's unable to work. As he waits for his high school results, his days are spent in the quiet solitude of his home. One afternoon, while tending to his yard, Siron notices a flock of birds soaring freely in the sky. He watches, filled with a sense of longing, wishing he could be as free as these feathered creatures. Inspired by their freedom and camaraderie, he decides to extend his love for animals in a new direction. And so, Siron found a new purpose: to feed these feathered friends. The next morning, Siron woke up with a mission. As the sun began to paint the sky with hues of oranges and pinks, he set about his newfound daily routine. With a sense of purpose, he would prepare the food for his feathered friends. He would gather leftover rice, carefully ensuring that it was still in good condition. In his hands, what was once waste was transformed into a feast for the flock. But it wasn't just about the food. Siron understood that water was just as vital, if not more so. So he would also prepare a container filled with clean, fresh water. He knew that these creatures of the sky, so free and untamed, needed both sustenance and hydration to continue their journeys across the vast blue expanse. Siron's dedication to cleanliness was unwavering. He made sure that the containers were always spotless, understanding that hygiene was key in keeping the birds healthy. He was meticulous, treating this task not as a chore but as a labor of love. His attention to detail was a testament to his deep respect for these winged creatures. Once everything was prepared, Siron would place the food and water in the spot where the birds gathered. He would then retreat, giving the birds the space they needed to eat in peace. From a distance he would watch as the birds descended, their chirps filling the air with a melody that brought warmth to his heart. As the birds ate and drank, Siron was filled with a sense of fulfillment. It was a simple joy, but one that brought him immense happiness. He loved seeing the birds enjoy the offerings he had prepared for them, their chirps seeming to carry a note of gratitude in their melody. And so, this became Siron's daily routine, a quiet, unassuming act of kindness that brought both him and the birds much joy. It was a bond formed not through words but through actions, through the shared understanding of the need for sustenance and the appreciation of life. Every day Siron looked forward to his encounters with the birds, a simple joy that filled his heart. 2 months passed, and Siron received wonderful news. Elation filled his heart as he learned of his excellent high school results. His hard work and dedication had paid off, opening the door to further his education at a higher level. Siron was over the moon. With the turning of the pages of the calendar, he transitioned into a new phase of his life. A world of new facilities, opportunities, and independence awaited him. He was stepping into a realm where he could stand on his own feet, shaping his future with his own hands. The campus was a melting pot of diverse ideas and inspirations, teeming with potential and possibilities. But amidst all the change and excitement, one thing remained constant: his love for animals. His heart still held the same affection for the creatures of the earth. He carried these feelings with him into his new journey, never forgetting the joy he found in their company. A new chapter in Siron's life had begun, but his love for animals remained. One day, on his way to class, Siron noticed a new friend. A stray dog, its ribs visible through a thin coat of fur, was wandering near the campus. It was a sight that tugged at Siron's heartstrings. He saw the dog's plight, and without a second thought made a detour to a nearby stall selling food. He bought a packet of food, his mind filled with thoughts of the stray. As he approached the dog, he could see its tail wagging slightly, a glimmer of hope in its eyes. Kneeling down, Siron extended his hand, offering the food to the stray. The dog hesitated for a moment, then devoured the food, its tail wagging more vigorously now. It was a simple act, but for the dog, it was a lifeline, a glimmer of kindness in a world that had often been harsh. This encounter marked the beginning of a unique friendship. From that day forward, the dog started following Siron. It was as if an invisible bond had been formed between them. The dog would trail behind Siron, always at a respectful distance, as if understanding the boundaries of their relationship. And when Siron walked into his lecture hall, the dog would wait patiently outside, never causing a disturbance, but always there when Siron emerged. It was a silent companionship, one that didn't require words. It was a friendship built on kindness, compassion, and mutual respect. And it was a reminder for Siron that kindness could bridge the gap between species, that compassion wasn't just a human virtue, but a universal one. Siron felt a deep sense of gratitude. He was not just sharing with fellow human beings, but also with the animals around him. This stray dog had become a companion, a friend, and in many ways a teacher. It taught Siron about the power of kindness, the value of companionship, and the importance of cherishing all forms of life. Siron's interactions with animals taught him valuable lessons. His journey started with a simple act of feeding the birds in his backyard. This daily ritual not only brought him joy, but also taught him about the essence of sharing and care. He observed how these tiny creatures lived in harmony, teaching him the importance of unity and coexistence. Then came the stray dog, a symbol of resilience and loyalty. Despite its harsh life, the dog showed gratitude for Siron's act of kindness, faithfully following him from a distance. This unique bond not only gave Siron a loyal companion, but also taught him about unconditional love and the need to extend our compassion beyond our fellow humans. Siron's interactions with these animals show us that every living being, no matter how small or insignificant they may seem, has a role to play in this world. Siron's story reminds us that every creature has a role to play in this world, and we can learn so much if we just take the time to notice and care.
In the previous episode, we embarked on a journey with Siron, a compassionate soul with a deep love for animals. After finishing high school while awaiting her examination results, Siron filled her days with the simple act of kindness, feeding the birds that flocked to her yard every morning. This routine became a source of joy and a symbol of her nurturing spirit. When her excellent grades opened the gates to university, a new chapter began for Siron. On campus, she stumbled upon a hungry stray dog, its eyes filled with a silent plea for help. Moved by its plight, Siron extended her kindness to the canine, offering it food from her own hands. This stray dog, touched by her compassion, became a constant companion, faithfully following Siron around the campus, day in and day out. As we left off, Siron had been feeding the birds and the stray dog for 2 months, creating a bond of trust and love. The birds, full and content, felt a deep gratitude towards Siron. Each day, Siron's kindness was a beacon that gathered them from the skies, from the treetops, from the far reaches of the city. They fluttered in from all corners, chirping their appreciation, their wings beating in a symphony of thankfulness. In a place untouched by human feet, they gathered in a grand avian assembly. Their tiny hearts swelled with gratitude as they sang praises to the sky, their melodious songs echoing their appreciation. They asked the universe for Siron's dreams to become reality, their feathered bodies vibrating with the intensity of their wish. Even when Siron went off to university, the birds remembered her kindness, always returning to her home, hopeful and thankful. They found no food waiting for them, yet their hearts remained full, their gratitude undimmed. For they knew, in the grand scheme of things, Siron's love for them was more nourishing than any grain could ever be. On campus, the stray dog's loyalty to Siron grew stronger. It was on one particularly scorching day when the dog lay parched and weary, waiting for Siron outside his class. As Siron emerged from his class, he noticed the dog in distress. Swiftly, he approached with a water bottle and quenched the dog's thirst while gently stroking her without a hint of hesitation. This simple act of kindness was a beacon, illuminating Siron's compassionate nature. The dog, revitalized and grateful, wagged her tail in pure joy. News of this heartwarming bond spread across the campus, and the stray found herself adored by many. She was no longer a mere stray. She was a symbol of unwavering loyalty and affection. And Siron, he was the embodiment of love and compassion, a young man who saw beyond species and status. The bond between Siron and the stray dog was a testament to the power of kindness and compassion. Siron's hard work paid off when she excelled in her final university results. Her academic achievements were not just a testament to her diligence, but also a reflection of the love she poured into her daily interactions with animals. This love, which went beyond textbooks and lectures, was rewarded with a generous monetary prize. Instead of using the money for personal gain, Siron had a different plan. She had always dreamt of creating a safe haven for animals, and this windfall provided her with the perfect opportunity. She decided to build a secure, clean shelter for the birds she had been feeding since her school days. A place where they could find food, rest, and safety. A sanctuary that echoed the warmth of Siron's heart. But she didn't stop there. Siron reached out to the local animal department. She understood that caring for animals was not just about providing food and shelter, but also about ensuring their overall well-being. With her passion and dedication, she managed to secure additional funding to care for all animals, not just her beloved birds. Siron's new venture was a labor of love. Every brick laid, every seed sown, was a testament to her commitment to animal welfare. The shelter was not just a structure, it was a symbol of compassion, a beacon of hope for all animals in need. In the end, Siron's compassion extended beyond just feeding the animals. She provided them with a secure home. Her story is a shining example of how love can inspire us to do extraordinary things. And in doing so, we not only make the world a better place for animals, but also for ourselves. Back at the university, Siron had a heartwarming surprise waiting for her. As she walked across the familiar campus, a familiar sound caught her ear, the soft whimpering of puppies. Following the sound, she discovered a small litter of puppies nestled together, their mother nowhere in sight. A closer look revealed a familiar face. The mother of these puppies was the same stray dog she had fed and cared for during her university days. A wave of joy washed over Siron as she recognized her old friend. The dog, too, recognized Siron, her tail wagging in pure delight. Tears welled up in Siron's eyes as she watched the dog nuzzle her puppies, the same way she used to nuzzle up to Siron for food and affection. This was a reunion that was meant to happen, a reunion that was written in the stars. Without a second thought, Siron decided to take the dog and her puppies into her care. She knew it was the right thing to do, to provide a safe and loving home for these innocent creatures. It was a decision that brought immense joy to her heart, a joy that was mirrored in the dog's grateful eyes. In the midst of this surprise reunion, Siron's life was also blossoming in other ways. She had married a woman who shared her love for animals, and together, they lived a peaceful life. Their home was filled with the sound of chirping birds and the soft patting of paws, a testament to Siron's lifelong commitment to animal welfare. As Siron looked around her, she realized that her dream had come true. She was not only providing a safe haven for animals, but also teaching others the importance of compassion and kindness towards all living beings. Her life was a living embodiment of her beliefs, a beacon of hope for a better world. Siron's story is a testament to the power of compassion. And the moral? We should not only be kind to humans but also serve as caretakers for all life on Earth.